So on the stadium itself, I'm just trying to picture it. Like if we were looking at bird's eye view, do you guys only are going to be all together in one section, or are you sort of spread out, around the whole stadium, or how does it work exactly?
Yeah, so we'll be on the south end, which is the supporters group section. And we'll also have, the sections next to us, because we do have members that are actually parents with kids, and when you're in the supporter section, sometimes it's not the greatest, for little ones.
Although always family friendly.
Yeah, it's not always family friendly, but we do actually have a couple people that are taking their kids there. And that's the importance of the capos, which a capo is your leaders on the section that are going to kind of keep an eye on everything, right? We're going to have, like any other soccer team, hopefully a nice platform where they could stand and kind of be over everybody, and be able to direct, traffic and stuff. And, just the importance of a capo and how they're going to have to work with like the security that they hire. Right. And communicating.
Of the stadium, you mean? Yeah. Good point. Yeah, absolutely.
The supporter section will have 3,400 people in it.
Holy cow.
It's I think 18 feet from the touch line. So
anything y'all start together will take over the stadium, right?
That is the idea.
Right? Yeah. Any chant, anything y'all start, that is awesome. Yeah, that is awesome. Wow, this is going to be super exciting. Okay, so I do have a quick question about joining like the membership, just for people listening. Like, do I get so I pay like a monthly fee? Is it a yearly fee? And then do I get like discounts for the games, or what would be an elevator pitch for like what comes with it? Or I don't know. Just, throwing out questions here.
Yeah. So, Los Verdes, we're working actually on our registration for nonprofit.
Okay.
And yeah, so we got to be able to do that in order to kind of, in a sense, we have to kind of run the money side of everything and make sure things are being done right, whatnot. But anyways, Los Verdes ATX.org is our website. Our membership for 2021 is $35. And that gives you
for the year?
Yeah, for the year.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Not only that, but I mean, it gives you a badass scarf. It gives you a pin that says inaugural season in Spanish for 2021. And it has our skull, which is a big part of Los Verdes. And you have a koozie on there as well. That is actually designed with beautiful art, of what like game day, like skeleton style design on it. It's really cool.
Oh, I love that.
And then of course, you have the Slack axis.
Yeah.
The Slack axis.
One of those little, like this. No, I don't have it. I thought I had it. Never mind. It's like a little, I know what you're talking about. The little skeleton. I know what you're talking about. What do they call that? Yep. Does it have a design? Does it have a name? Never mind. I'm sorry.
We just call it calavera. That's what we usually call them,
Calavera,
Spanish.
Yeah.
But
that's right.
So you'll have that, and you'll also get stickers, and of course the Slack access, right, where we all communicate, and it's madness of communication and soccer people all over Austin. Sometimes some people say that the Slack access is the best benefit they get because you create so many different bonds with the community. We have so many different groups in there, and whether it's talking about soccer at 8 a.m. on a Saturday and, Chelsea fans pissed off at the Man U fans or whatever it may be.
Sure.
Or like there's even a channel where we talk about like who's ordering custom shoes or who's cooking, who's grilling or, making barbecue on the weekend and stuff like that. So there's so much going on in there. Yeah, it's community, awesome. And I love that. And that's the best part about it is that a lot of the collaboration that we've done with other nonprofits here in Austin, now you see, some of their leadership or some of their people in there just like, chatting it away like nothing. And I was awesome. Like, the best part is like, hey, we just had a serious Zoom call earlier today. And now you're here talking about beer. And you're like, what whiskey you want to, you just bought at Specs or something. I don't know.
Of course. Absolutely. Hey, everybody's a real person, right? I mean,
100%.
At the end of the day.
Yeah.
No, that's amazing.
with the club
Andrew,
itself, I mean, like I just want the people do ask, like, do you get discounts for being a supporters group for tickets? And they don't do it that way, but they have done things where if you are a supporters group, you can like you can get early access to some kind of ticket memberships and things like that. So they have done that kind of stuff in the past, and that's been wonderful. The club has been really, really positive and really supportive of supporters group culture. Everything from helping us even like how we're going to hang the tifos, like what kind of experience we want to have, and where the capos are going to be, and where the merga is going to be, and bringing our folks in to get kind of hear what the drums sound like in the stadium already. You know, they've really been involved in helping us. So our members are getting to have those cool early experiences.
That's and, awesome. Just to kind of like riff off of what Andrew said about tickets, we have a channel in our Slack, right? Is about tickets. And one of the things when you buy Los Verdes membership is you're also saying that, hey, I agree to resell my ticket if the opportunity ever presented itself where I needed to, that I sell it at face value as long as it's in the supporter group section, right? Because I think all true fans should care and take care of each other equally. And we shouldn't be like ripping each other off, trying to make some money out of the supporters group section, right? So that's the cool thing too, is like, if you came late into the game and one of us just happens to have an extra ticket, that's going to be a communication channel for those people that might not be able to get a ticket elsewhere.
Absolutely. No, that's awesome. That could almost be a rule in the group. Like, at least if you're going to sell it here, it has to be at face value. Yep. No, absolutely. You would hope nobody's in there trying to scalp tickets, right? That's horrible. Which I'm sure one person at some point is going to do something, which is fine. No, that's great. I would imagine that the community that it builds, it sounds like that would absolutely be the biggest benefit I would see out of it, is just getting to know all these new people, right? Getting to, meet people, different experiences, different chats about whatever, because it is, soccer is a lifestyle. It's a culture. It's, it's something I guess people don't understand if they don't, especially if they've never traveled outside of the US and maybe been to a country where they, you get to see that sport just overtake a whole country. And, it's just something amazing. So I'm really happy that sort of, again, it's already sort of here, but this is really going to help it explode onto the scene, I think, a lot more. Don't you think? I mean, is that really the goal too? Is that talking about wanting to bring in people that maybe don't even know about soccer so much, but they're just sports fans, and like, we can get them onto this and get them involved with it? Are those part of your discussions as well?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that's one way that we work a lot with the community, right? Is bringing local businesses, especially, into our group that might not be like a top tier fan, of like diehards, but they're interested in the sport, and it's something new that Austin is bringing. And for example, we had I was listening to your podcast about breweries and everything here in Austin, how important, or how popular that is. And for example, we partnered up with Hob Squad, which is a local brewery here in Austin. That is actually across the street from the stadium, and we were able to knock out a beautiful designed beer that's actually has Los Verdes on it, and it has our logo on there. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, and this is not just any brewery, because Andrew, am I correct that I think they were in the top 20? Was it?
I think so. But it's also the community aspect. We were able to do that in the height of the pandemic, when they were, and all the breweries were concerned about what and hurting. Sure. And so 100%. we drove every Los Verdes member there to buy some Zapatista.
We sold out in the first week that they made that.
First week.
Really? Yeah. Right. Wow. Was it green? Was the beer green?
No, I wish it was. That would have been cool. That's a good idea for the next one.
Next time. Yeah, next time.
And our biggest thing is like, when we talk to them, I think when they first approached us about it, they were like, it's difficult to give you guys a cut of the money. And I was like, there's no way that I want a cut of your money. You keep it, you keep 100% of those profits. If you're putting, Los Verdes out there to the public, to Austin, like, I can't ask for anything more, and neither can everybody with Los Verdes. And you made a Mexican lager, El Zapatista, that is a great beer. Obviously it's strong, because I was like, oh man, I can only handle like 2 of these. But during the pandemic, and when it first was like at its highest peak, and breweries were looking like, hey, are we going to stay open or not? I think that was a way that we connected with the community and connected, beer with soccer and help everybody out. So it was great.
That's awesome.